I'm doing a video, please. Hi, you guys. Look at this. You see this? This is called a Prosperity Hen. It's a hen. It's a hen, and she's made out of, this one's made out of felt. But apparently they can be made out of paper, they can be made out of fabric, they can make whatever you want your hen to be made out of. But they hang. You're supposed to hang them on or at your front door for prosperity. And it's just like a little hen. And then you can also like have a whole string of hens, like 9 or 10 or 11 or 77 hens. And it's just the beads up here and the beads down below and a bell at the bottom. See, I got this little bell at the bottom. And so that's what this is. Now, I didn't make mine exactly like the one I saw on the video that I watched. This one's a wee bit different. And so, but this is the way that I just wanted to make mine. And because the one that I made out, the seen on the video, its little wings are all sewed all the way to the body. These ones I just have them sewed at the front so they can, you know, in case he has to fly away from the possums or the raccoons or something, you know, you never know. But look, isn't that cute? It's called Prosperity Hen. And now if you look, if I couldn't find very many when I looked up, when I looked them up online, I Googled Prosperity Hens, and I could not find very many videos on them. I seen one where they were made out of paper and the hens were origami and they were filled with rice. Now, I don't know what the story is about these. I tried to find the stories where they originated and why and stuff. But the one thing is that they're called Prosperity Hens. And mine is just stuffed with stuffing. I'm not sure if the rice is supposed to mean something. But the one I watched, she didn't have it stuffed with rice. She had it stuffed with stuffing. And the one I watched, she didn't have any eyes on it either. But I thought, oh yeah, she needs eyes. And, you know, so she can see where the food is, you know. But anyway, that's like a Prosperity Hen. I'm going to show you sort of how it's made here. I'm going to show you how I figured it's supposed to be anyway. And so I'm going to turn you right down here so you don't have to look at me. And anyway, here is the Prosperity Hen. Now, the way I do it, because she didn't have a pattern or something. In fact, hers, she had made like a circle out of felt. Okay, so I don't have any red felt. I have this felt that is kind of a pinkish. So I use that for the comb and the wattle. So, and then you need a little bit of yellow for the beak, which I have yellow. And then, I don't have any really interesting colors of felt. I like more colorful, but this is okay. So I'm going to make, ooh, how about if I make a purple? This is purple. And then I want my wings and my tail to match, the colors to match. But what I did here is I cut out a heart. This is a heart. You know, I talk a lot to my friend Cordula, and she is, like, she's making a lot of pot holders these days, and she said, we need more love in the world, so we need to make more things out of hearts. Keep hearts in the forefront. Yes, let's do it. Oh, maybe I'll make this the tail and this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to. This is going to be the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to just cut myself out a heart right here. Scissors, scissors. Who took the scissors? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on my soul. These will work. Okay, so I'm going to just cut a heart. Now, in my heart, I need to have kind of a big center. Wait a minute, I'll tell you what that is in a second. see, so this is the heart. But what I mean by a big center, it's got a kind of, this part has to go deep because that's where the comb is going to go in. And so see, here's how that fits in. That's going to be a little shorter than this one, see? So this here is going to be her body. But now at the bottom, she needs her belly. This is her belly right here. So then we need to have a, like a double tip teardrop, sort of. And so this is sort of like a double tipped teardrop, sort of. A double tipped teardrop, sort of. That's going to go on her, that's her belly. She needs to have a little belly, all right? So that's going to go down here. So what I'm going to do first, okay, we're going to need a beak. So to make a beak, all you need is like a triangle. There's a beak. Easy enough. And then you need the comb up here and the wattle down here. Comb and a wattle. So for the comb, what you need is like a 3-humped heart. Hump, hump, hump. Isn't that weird? A 3-humped heart. And it doesn't have to be anything like perfect, because if you look at your chickens in your chicken coop, all their wattles are a little, all their combs are a little wobbly, and so is their little wattles. And so their wattles, that's the part that hangs under their little chin right here, cute as ever. Just make a long heart for that. I guess I could have folded that in half and made a heart. So that's the wattle. That's as waddly as that's going to be. Oh, and then we need his wings, her wings. It's a hen, so it's a her. And so the wings, just make the fold, when you're making the wings, go ahead and fold that in half so you get both of your wings the same. And so you want to make like a teardrop, but you want the teardrop to be kind of bent over a little bit here, like this way. Like that way, see? So now both of those wings are the same. I got 2 of them cut there, see? Now, these wings are going to stitch on here. Now, and your wings can be, they don't have to be, well, actually, the lady that I watched, her wings were like really small. She made them really small so they fit on there like perfectly. And then, okay, so then we have these 2 wings, and then I want her tail to match the wings. So, let's see what we'll do with this tail. And if you freehand cut these things, then each one is going to come out different. Now see, so I just cut this till I like 3 points on my tail. I thought that's good enough. There, see? Isn't that's close enough to a tail, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. See? And so now, the lumpy part, the hump up part of the heart is going to be the front. And so her tail, his tail then can go back here and it can point upwards or it can point downwards. It's however you want your hen to look. So, your Prosperity Hen. Now, I wonder if I should make my little wings a little bit shorter. No, I think my chicken's just going to have long wings. Now, see, these ones I made shorter, see? But all my chickens are going to look different. My little chickens, I love my little chickens. Okay, so then, where'd I put my needle? Here's my needle. And here's some thread. Now, the lady I watched, she was very careful to get her thread to match her fabric. Well, I'm not like that. I figure the more color, the better. And the more color and the less stress. So, and then what I'm going to do is first I'm going to sew on the wings. When I started making this one, I sewed the bottom on, then I said, oh, I should have sewed the wings on first. And so that's why they only got the front of the wings, because I had to sew them on and I couldn't reach to the back. But then I thought, I like that better. I like for their wings to be not stuck to the yeah, whatever I'm thinking. So then I'm going to take these wings, and so I'm going to just do like a whip stitch around, and I'm going to stitch these wigs on. And I like my thread to show, and so I'm just using that whip stitch and getting them wings on there. And if you did make small wings, you could stitch them all the way around if you want to. But, you know, I looked at my chickens out there in the chicken coop, and their wings are not attached. This part of their wings is not attached to their bodies. Just this part is. So, yeah. So we're going to go with that. And so I'll stitch that on first. Stitch them little wings. Okay, so that's enough stitching there at the wing, to hold that wing up nice, and it's beautiful. And that's all we want here for this chicken, is to have beautiful wings. And then let me just go ahead and put a little knot that on this end to make sure it stays put. And I'm just using like a embroidery. It's DMC something number 8 is what I'm doing. But just use a heavy thread. Any kind of a heavy thread will do. And then here, let's get now we want this other wing to sort of match. Let's see what'll happen, how my wings are going to go up like that. And so we're going to go with that. We're going to did I put a knot? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to sort of get them to match. Hi, Papa. Are you coming here for smooches?
Yep.
You are a smoochaholic. Okay, sweetie, be careful. Don't get run over by the snowplow. Okay. Oh, that's right. We don't have no snowplows in Florida. Okay. So he's going to take a little stroll to the road. And so now we're going to go ahead and get this. I really would like to find out the story behind the Prosperity Hens. Is where did they come up with? Who came up with them? And what was the reason? You know, because I'm sure there's a story. Is where they first came from, and you know, and you're supposed to just hang them up for prosperity, you know. And so, and you hang them either on your front door or at your front door. So if you like live in an apartment, you might not want to hang it on your front door, because somebody's going to see that beautiful hen and rip it off. That's what they're going to do. Yeah, you don't want to lose your hens. And so then you'd want to put it on the inside. And these are just so pretty. They're just so cute. I think they're adorable. Okay, now that looks like that matches that other one pretty good. So now I'm going to sew his belly on. Now his belly's going to get, why am I calling it a his when a hen is a her? Okay, so there. I got the wings, and see when you fold it, how them wings are going to poke up like that. Oh, yeah, it's pretty. I think that's beautiful. Okay, so now this here piece, that's the, I might have to shorten that a little bit. That, I'm going to first stitch it. Yeah, I think I have to shorten that just a little bit. You have to just kind of figure, because see here, I've got it. You need a little space at the end here where his little tail is going to go in. And then you only want this to go up this far so that this hump part, you can fix the wattle and the beak and the comb, see? So this, you only want that bottom piece to actually be at the bottom. So if it starts there and goes to there, that might still be a little long, so maybe I'm going to shorten it up a little bit here. Okay, that, it's not straight, that's okay. I am so not a perfectionist. So now I'm going to, I think it's still too long. Okay, now we're cooking. Yeah, so that I have enough room to stuff in her parts. She needs her parts. We all need our parts, always. So I'm gonna, oh, I didn't put a knot in the end of this string. That won't do me no good. I need to have me a knot, a knot. There was a young lady that sent me an email that she says, I watch your videos all the time, but I can never comment on them. She can't comment for some reason. And so she sent me an email, and she's the one, I think her name was Sandy. And she is the one that mentioned a Prosperity Hen. She said, I'd love for you to do a video about a Prosperity Hen. And I said, oh my God, I've never heard of them. I've never heard of a Prosperity Hen, but I'll sure enough look that up. And so I did, and like I say, I only found a couple of videos on a Prosperity Hen. So, but I kind of, from the videos that I did see, I figured that it's pretty much very basic. Okay, see, as I get going around the curve here, sewing these together, you can see how you gotta keep those two pieces straight together with the curve, and then you could do a blanket stitch on here too, but I'm just doing that whip stitch, and because it's easy, and I'm using a not a coordinating thread, but a contrasting thread, because I kind of like the stitches to show. Now you could make these just out of fabric. She made, the one I watched, she made hers out of felt. So and I have these little pieces of felt, so I figured, yeah, I'll make it out of felt. And so there, now I'm going to, let's pull that up there, and oh, you know what, I don't have to, I'm just going to fold that over now. See, now I'm going to fold it over, see, and we'll fold it. I got that one side stitched, now I'm folding it over, and then I'm going to go up. I first was going to cut that, but I don't have to cut that. So I'm going to, again, using just that whip stitch, and I'm going to get this. You know, you really wouldn't even have to stuff this with this felt. It would stay going, but I did stuff the first one. This is only my second one ever making in my whole life. I had my sale on Wednesday. You all that bought from me, oh, you guys are just amazing. But it took me all week to get all my lace cut and everything for the sale. But now I have everything packaged. And everybody has been invoiced. So if you bought from me and you don't have an invoice, you let me know, because then that means I may have put the wrong email on the invoice. So if you bought something from me and you haven't got an invoice, please email me and let me know. I have one person, Rose, oh, two people. Rose Harbor, I need your address. And Paula, and that's all I have is Paula. I need your address. There's just a couple that I don't have the address. Maybe you sent it, maybe I didn't see it. Okay, so now I'm almost, but yeah, so today was the first day that I've actually been able to craft because I've been so busy getting the orders ready, cutting the lace. Papa's been helping me to cut and wind. Cut and wind, cut and wind, because that was a lot of lace. And so, but it's been fun. It's been fun. And so, most of them all have been mailed out. For everybody that's paid already, then they've been mailed out. So, okay, I've just about got this now stitched. So her belly is stitched on. You know, we all need our bellies. Okay, now, see, there's her belly. Her belly is on there. And so then that kind of forms the, puts form on the chicken. On the chicken. So now down here is where the waddle will go. The bottom, right here, is her waddle. So since I still have, well, I don't have, I'm going to put new thread on there. Because this looks like not enough thread to work with. So I could even change that color thread right now. But I'm not going to. I'll just leave that color thread. It's fine. And we'll get that right on there just like that. Okay, now we'll snip that off of there. Now I'll get some fresh thread on here so I can go all the way around. Now we'll put, I was in my sewing room yesterday and I said, oh good, I found my thread, my needle threader. I gotta put that in yonder so I'll know where it is. But you know, in yonder, I don't know where I put it. I can't find my needle threader. You just never know about me. Okay, now we're going to go with the waddle. I'm going to put this waddle in the bottom. And then I'm going to stitch that waddle in. Again, just using the whip stitch. Go through the waddle and then the bird. And then the waddle. And bird. See? I go through the waddle and then back in through the actual bird body. Through the waddle. And then in through the bird body. Okay. I put a pretty long piece of thread on there. And then I'm going to put a couple more stitches just right here. Okay, and then we're going to go get the beak. We'll put the beak, and we'll poke it in there in between the little heart humps. And we're going to do the same thing on there to get her little beak in there so she'll be able to eat because she'd be hungry. And then you'll do that the same way. Go through the beak when you go that way. And when you come back this way, come back through the body. And then it's stitched right on there just nice. And I like the look of the extra color by using a different color thread. It makes it look more primitive, you know, and I like the primitive looking stuff. Okay, and now, yes, that's why I keep you, Papa, because you're primitive. Now, see, there, now I put a couple stitches above. Now his waddle, her waddle, I guess it's a him, her kind of a thing, is going to go in this top. Gee, so cute. Okay, but first I'm going to put a little stuffing. I'm going to, see, I got a little hole there. And so I've got a little stuffing. And I'm going to do a little stuffing here. Put in the stuffing. Okay. Get that stuffing in there. Stuff it. Just stuff it in there. Okay, and then a little bit more. You can stuff it with whatever you have to stuff with. And like I say, the paper ones that I seen made, the origami, they put rice in there. And so I'm not sure if the rice may have had some meaning. Okay, I think his waddle's a little bit up high. So I think I'm going to shorten his little waddle. Let's check and see how that looks. See how he likes that. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so see, now the waddle's in there. And so now we're going to get that stitched in there so he doesn't lose his waddle. No, that's not his waddle. That's his comb, her comb. How come I keep calling it a hen? It's a her. Otherwise, it'd be a rooster. Like Papa, he's a rooster. Oopsie daisies. Okay, so then we'll get this in here. I just think these are so cute. And so see, this is where why I said when you're cutting your heart, this center cleavage part is needs to be a little deep so that so that her, I know, he tries to run away when I say his, so her comb fits in there. All right, so then we'll get that knotted there so it'll stay put, and then her front end is finished except for I don't have any eyes on her yet. She needs eyes so she can see where the food is. So she can see if there's any handsome roosters around. Okay, but now I need to see, now she needs her tail. So do I want her tail to hang down like this? That almost makes it look, I think I kind of like that down look. But it could be up. So you left this open here at the end so that, you know, I kind of like the down look. I don't know why, if it's supposed to be that way or whatever, but I got to make that a little skinnier so it'll fit in that little hole. Yeah, I want it to hang down. I just want it to. I don't know if it's supposed to hang down, but because usually chickens' little tails are sticking up, but I want this one because it's a hanging chicken. See, it's going to be hanging. So I want her hanging tail to be hanging. And so then we just put a few stitches in there to hold on to that tail so it's not going to go anywhere. Papa went out and brought our chickens their little treats. We bought them some grub worms. Oh man, give them grub worms, and I'm telling you, they're just old dried grub worms, but oh, they think it's chocolate. They love it. Okay, so I think you want a little grub worm, little guy? Okay, let me get a couple of stitches right up here. Give it a good tug on that tail. We don't want her losing her tail in mid-flight. Chickens don't really fly much, but they can fly up to their perch, you know, and stuff. Okay, now. All right, so we're going to go like this. Go like this to make a little knot. Get my thread all tangled up in the tail. There we go. Now, we'll snip that off. Now she's got everything, but she doesn't have any eyes. Where'd I put my buttons? Well, I don't know what to do with my buttons. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, let me see. The only thing, I had this necklace with these bells on it. It's Christmassy kind of a thing, I think. But, so I tear that up so I can get them bells off of there. Come on off of there, Belle. Broke my thumbnail. Gosh. The only two nails I keep for tools is, oh, you know what I can do is, maybe I can just cut that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now I have a bell. So I'm going to just tie that bell. And of course you guys will probably go a lot better than me. You know, you'll probably be a little bit more OCD on your things and whatever, but I don't waste my time. No. I don't waste my time being OCD on nothing because life is short. Eat dessert first. Okay. Now, so now I put the bell. That's going to be at the bottom. Then I have some odds and ends here of beads. Just odds and ends of beads. And so I'm going to just take a few beads and put them on, and if they match, then that's all cool. If they don't match, it's still cool. Oh, that one won't go on, so that won't be cool if it doesn't go over my needle. And so I can just put whatever beads I pull out of here. Oh, look at that bead's the same color. Boy, if I am coordinated. I'm coordinated. And so, ooh, this is, I don't think these ones will work. Where's the hole? Oh, no, that would be pretty though, wouldn't it? It won't fit. It is not gonna fit. And that one doesn't fit. Okay, so no big hairy deal. We'll just find something. We'll just keep trying till we find them that fit. Oh, that fits. fitted it circumspectly. Okay. We'll get that on there. We'll get that on there. These are some kind of flat something or others. We'll put that on there too. We are not particular. We just, you know, if you spend too much time thinking, it's just not good. So, let's see. We're just putting stuff on here until I get it long enough. Until I think it's long enough. Okay. That's pretty long enough to go underneath. So now I'm going to poke that down right in the middle of her little belly. This is like her umbilical cord. And then and then it'll come up through her top. See now how it hangs down below? So now you got to add some more beads up here on her top half. She needs beads on her top half. And she doesn't mind what kind of beads you put. She just says she'd rather have pretty ones, you know. So if they're pretty, you know, then that's good. If they're not pretty, then once they get on her, they will be pretty. Because she's pretty enough to make anything you use pretty. I like these little tri beads. Those are pretty. Those are just, they kind of just interlock together, and then that's pretty. And then we'll put this one on here because it's pretty. And then we'll put this one bugle-y kind of bead on there because it's pretty. And then we'll put another one of these on. Oh, it's not the one. Oh, that one won't fit. Does this one fit? Oh, I think I already tried this one. Come on, go on, go on, go on. Nope, it's not going to work. And so we'll put another one of those on there. And then we'll put another one of, what's that piece of fabric in there? You know you could put a piece of fabric on there. What if you put a piece of fabric on there? I'm putting that on there. Weird as that might be, if it's too big, I'll cut a part of it. Let's see. Because you could just put a piece of fabric on there. Because don't be following directions, you guys. Do not be following directions, because if you follow too many directions, what you make is going to turn out just like somebody else's. And you don't want your stuff to be just like somebody else's. You want to have your own beautiness on yours. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Ooh, that's a pretty, pretty bead. Okay, and there. And then let's get a couple more of these pretty miss ones. Just put them on. Just put them on. You just don't even have to be concerned. How come that one didn't fit when them other ones did? Okay, let's put this one on here. Okay, good. Now then, let's just move them out the way and put this on here. Look at this. Okay, now what we want to do is we wanted to have a hanger. Okay, on this other one, I just put a hair thing on there for the hanger. What do I want for a hanger? I need a hanger. You know what we can use for a hanger? I can just take, look, I can just take, cut me a piece of this here, felt, and turn it around in a loop. And put this in here like this. See there? And then I have a hanger. Oops, 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 oops. Oopsie. Whoopsie, I got that all hung up in that there bead. We don't want that to be all hung up in the bead. Let's get it unhung from the bead. There we go. Now, Okay, now, close enough. Close enough, okay? Tie a little knot in there so that won't come apart. Trying to do this in a rush. Not really in a rush. I don't never get in a rush. Okay, so now I'm just going to snip that off of there. Snip that thread off of there. And then, but see, so now, so I'm going to cut this piece of fabric to be a little bit smaller. Why do we put fabric on there? Just because it was there. Oh, yeah, that's fun. I could put them on one too. But anyhow, so there it is. Look. But she can't see. She has no eyes. So what if we find, let me see. What if she has beady eyes? I just feel she's got to have eyes. Oh, yeah. I am going to take this. Let me see. How will I do this? How can I put these beads on there? Just a minute. Hold your horses, you guys. Maybe I'll go have to use a button. Maybe I will have to use buttons. Just a minute. Let me figure this out. Oh, you know what? Heck no, buddy. We can just take... I'm going to take another piece of this. Let's make some little triangles off of the corners. We're going to have, she's going to have triangle eyes. And the only thing I have to do is make like a knot. Pull that knot through there. And then put this on here. And then put that right there. And she's got the cutest little eye. Look at that. She's got an eye. So it's a triangle eye. What the heck? These are our own breed of chicken hens. And then we Lori, my dear, if you're watching, I love you. Okay. Okay, so we'll just go like this way. Okay, wait a minute. And now I lost my knot. I mean, I lost my needle off my thread. Okay. And we shall pull this up here. I want a kind of a biggish knot on there so it looks like the pupil of her eye. And she is finished and ready for the chicken show. Look at that. And so see, that just shows you can do anything you want. Okay, now let me see. There is your, what did I call it? Prosperity Hen. Prosperity Hen. So now I have two. Aren't they the cutest things you ever saw in your life? And I like it, the use of the heart. I think they're adorable. Which one is prettier? We can't choose one that is prettier because everybody is just as pretty as the other. Just like your children, you can't pick a favorite. They're beautiful. Gosh, I would like to have like a whole... I could hang these from the pull strings of my ceiling fans. Don't you love them? But I only got one more bell. I'm gonna have to go to that Yoo-hoo place. No, Timu. See if I can find some bells. Look how pretty. That's what they are. What do you think, Papa? Prosperity hens.
Excellent.
Excellent. Papa said they're excellent. They are excellent. Okay, so since they're adorable. Okay, so that's Prosperity Hens. So then, now, where's me a book? Okay, where is me a book? Okay, we're going to read in this book. Look at this here. I've been having fun just wasting time. Always have fun wasting time. This is my cup. Look at that. I put Richard Phillips as my husband. This is my book of color. Very pretty. That's all I wrote on there. And look at this, what I've done. This page is all blue. This page is, oops, all green. I got extra green. This page is all red. This page is all violet or purple. Pink. This is yellow, but I haven't found much yellow stuff. I gotta find more yellow. And then this one is, what is this one? Oh, this is supposed to be black and white. Oh, these aren't supposed to be in here because I got those. Look, I found me some chickens and some butterflies. They don't belong in there. Orange. Teal. White. See, I got still more space on these pages. Brown. And of course there's a chicken. And rainbow. So we have more space in there. This is some book that my insurance company sent me, and I was supposed to read it, I guess, but instead I just started gluing stuff into it. And so that was better. Okay, we're going to read out of this book today, You Are Stronger Than You Know, because you are stronger than you know. And this is words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. And I always just kind of open it to a page and read whatever I open it to. And it says, take a deep breath. Okay, I look up at the screen over there and it's like all dark. I wonder why it's dark. I don't know. Okay, take a deep breath. Close your eyes and count to 10. And imagine better days. Imagine your life without so many problems. Picture reaching that point of absolute peace. Erase all your thoughts. Empty your mind completely and take a breath and know that nothing is as bad as it seems. Don't let your current situation trick you into believing that it will be this way forever. As surely as the sun rises, you will have a new day. You just have to be patient and focus, not on what you see, but what you will soon see. Believe that better times will arrive. Believe that you will overcome what seemed at first to be insurmountable. Just take a deep breath. That was written by Jessica Luckett. This is such a good book. I love this book. There is so much good stuff in this here book. Plus all this junk I got stuffed in it for some crazy reason. Oh, look at that. The cutest little thing. Who sent me that? Penny sent me that. Penny made me that card and sent it to me. I have it stuffed in my book. Okay, with that, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and make you a prosperity hen. These are so cute. And you can make like whole strings of them so that they hang one below the other. And if you put Prosperity Hens in on the videos, then you will find a couple of videos. And if any of you find like the story behind them, then let me know, because I'm curious to know where they came to life, who first invented them, and what was the meaning for them. See here, this one I got her tail hanging downwards, and this one her tail is hanging upwards. They're so beautiful. Okay, ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe and secure, keep you happy, healthy, and humble, and honorable. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. Well, anyway, God bless you all, and I'll see you on the next video. I love you guys so much. Okay, let me see. There's the red square.